Hello everybody, welcome to Indigo Tarot Odyssey. How is everybody? So you guys, we're back using the beautiful Oracle Light and Dreams. I find sometimes I go back on videos and people request what deck I'm using, so I like to do it at the beginning if it's one that I feel is exceptional and people are going to love the artwork. Oh my gosh, so today you guys, I know why Moonstruck came up for sure. We have a beautiful new moon that's coming in, and it is going to allow us to do a deep dive, to really have beautiful receptivity, to release things that are just burdensome for no reason. You know, bad habits, wasting time, scrolling endlessly, talking in circles with people we don't really want to talk with, all of those things. Moonstruck means we're paying attention to our heart and our soul's needs and soothing ourselves. Like, I am in love. I want to show you these beautiful calcite chunks I got. If you guys live anywhere near a Five Below, I was blown away. They have these big, beautiful calcite chunks for like $4. So I put all white down in my office. I put my big selenite crystal, and then I pile these white calcite squares on them, and I just look at that and a seashell and something very, very simple, and it has the same effect of like kind of staring at the moon. You release all these things. There's a purity to it. You surrender. There's a grace and a peacefulness, and that's what this new moon is asking of us. Like, allow peace into your life. You know, I thought of this specifically when I woke up. We are not really responsible for what thoughts quickly pop into our head, right? Our ego, whatever we're observing. But we do have a choice whether to pay attention to them or to just release them and say, oh, you know what? That's not going to help me whatsoever. In fact, that's going to make me feel more congested or feel like I have more burden. So I'm going to release it. And then again, just visualize something white and peaceful, like a new moon, a piece of calcite, a gorgeous clear crystal quartz, whatever it is, to let it go. There's a quote in the book by Helen Keller that says, "The most beautiful things in the world cannot be seen or even touched. They must be felt with the heart." And you see how she's just reaching out, like feeling something, feeling light, feeling clear, feeling drifted, and all the butterflies around symbolizing lightness and lifting and cleansing and releasing. And that's really important, because sometimes we get hung up on the little minutia of life, and unless it makes us feel good, why are we paying attention to it? Let's let it all go. Let's get moonstruck and really tap into what matters and what's going to be healing and helpful. I've been telling you guys about how I've been going vitamin crazy, and I definitely decided, you know, I want strong heart health and lung health and joint health and all of this. So I slowed everything down and really listened to my body instead of going from task to task and walk to work to drive to everything. I was like, what is going on with my body now that, you know, I'm reaching this kind of decade of life? What do I require? And that's what this moonstruck asks us. What do we require mentally, physically, spiritually, and tap into that. So what I'm going to do, you guys, is hop right over. We're going to hop over to this because I do want to end on Fields of Gold. And I love Bluebird. This is one of the most beautiful cards in terms of, it just makes me happy that it exists, because I love like the kind of cherry blossom hat, the bluebird up there, and I have so many funky little birds that come and visit me outside my window. And the other day, an actual blue jay and its mate landed on the branch that I could see out the window. And I was just, again, it was like this kind of moonstruck, the magic. It made me feel like, wow, this is something to witness, and I'm very lucky to see this. And Bluebird talks about celebrating new beginnings and renewal and change, which is what the spectacular new moon is all about. We are going to awaken all the possibilities, all the best perspectives, right? New beginnings, feeling the change that's going to renew us and feel good. You know, although none of us can go back and make a brand new start, we can start from now and make a brand new ending, right? That's what a lot of people sometimes forget. If they're in a relationship where they feel like it's going nowhere, they're like, oh, I can't start at the beginning. No, but you can establish a friendship with that person if you'd like, have it be on different terms, and then you need to reallocate that space for something brighter and better, because here's the thing, unless we are really initiating change and bonding and growing, something can grow stale. You know, whatever we water grows. So we got to decide right now, what do we want to water? I want you to water your creativity, your love for yourself, your gleeful anticipation for what's coming next, you know. And this is so indicative of spring. It's a time of rebirth. It's symbolic of transformation in everything and positive change. I feel like fall and spring are very similar. Any seasonal change, we're like, well, we're going to leave behind bad habits and the old ways of doing things. And we're really going to invoke a new sense of excitement for this is going to be a great season, and I'm going to have self-care, and I'm going to have good friends, and I'm going to just let go of that dead wood, because you don't deserve to carry it around. You deserve to have, that fresh, beautiful sterling birch. Let's go for that. Which brings us to the beautiful fields of gold. I love this. So this talks about being dedicated and committed. This is about devotion and resolution and goals and responsibility. We all have dreams, but in order to make dreams come into our reality, it takes determination. It takes dedication, self-discipline, and effort. And that's not to say 24/7, but just say you want to learn a new craft, a new language, work on a relationship, give yourself a kind of time frame. Today for, today for 1 hour, I'm going to dedicate uninterrupted time to, I'll listen to beautiful music while I'm honing this craft. Just say it's sewing or needlepoint. And I'll create a really relaxed, beautiful atmosphere to do this. And I will take my time. And the thing is, it is focus. We're so used to multitasking, right? But to have something beautiful does take time. I recognize this in my jewelry and in my creations, that if I'm kind of getting up and I'm interrupting, I'm answering emails and I'm watching TV and I'm doing too many things, I'll lose sight of the big picture, and there can be an unevenness, or there can be the loss of structure or continuity of color that I want. So then I'm like, aha, you know what this takes? It takes more focus. So the will to stay committed to goals is one of the most important principles of success. So while our goals in life may vary, the only hard work and discipline and dedication will turn it into reality. And I don't really like the term hard. Let's just say focused. I feel like that's more important, right? Because society puts all these labels, the harder you work, the more results. And I don't feel like that's true. I feel like when we're in flow state, things arrive for us. Like, I am my most creative when I feel like, I have the whole day. I have no pressure. I can do whatever I want. That's when I become the most productive and creative, because I don't have anything leaning on me. So the fields of gold just say all this opportunity is open for you. Release constraints, release burdens, release things that make you feel conflicted, constricted, or restricted, and just blossom and branch out and feel really good. And I love this. Bluebird is really kind of like branching out and being like, what do I want? I can have whatever I want. I'm going to embrace peace right now. I'm going to have calm. I'm going to have compassion for myself and extend my life in a beautiful circle of beauty and wonderful people and creativity and all of that. And keep ourselves calm and confident during any kind of perceived stressful time, because I honestly believe that stress only creates anxiety and problems when we allow it, when we focus on it, right? Give you an example. I think I talked about this on my video yesterday. I ordered food for the cats, and I did one of those like where you have it delivered to your house, yet I didn't check the old address that I gifted some food to. So they sent the cat food and the other things to that house. And I was like, it's my offspring's house. And I was like, why is it saying this particular address? What's going on there? I was like, oh my gosh, and I was starting to get spun up because we were out of cat food and I really didn't want to drive yesterday. And then I was like, you know what, this is going to become the mood that you set for your day. So just embrace it and laugh at how silly and kind of crazy it is. And next time you'll know better. And, literally you can Instacart anything at any moment. So calm yourself, you know what I mean? But it was changing my mood when I was allowing it. And then I kind of caught it and said, you know what? It's just an instant in time. And it's actually, when you look at it through the lens of humor, it's pretty funny. And then I kind of got back to that, like, hey, what can I create and take practical actions to help us find inner peace. That's it. That's my number one thing. Taking practical actions for inner peace. So that is what you're meant to hear today, my beauties. Love and light.